So obviously right now our COVID numbers are terrible. And on top of that, we made national news for a bunch of different sites. We made Fox News, CNN, NBC News, I think, and a whole bunch of others. The main story they were going with was a giant pool party over by the Palmetto Apartments the other day, where there was pictures and videos of hundreds of guys all crammed into one pool. And there was that one quote where it was almost like Mardi Gras. One of my favorite parts of the story is another quote from the fire department that broke it up when they said, quote, "We received a tip that there might be a large pool gathering." And the way they make it sound is almost like there was a giant drug bust they had intel on the inside about, when in reality the Palmetto Apartments are in one of the busier areas of Columbia. And if anything, I'm surprised it wasn't busted sooner. But first off, like, stuff like this can't happen. There's really no other way to spin it. If Carolina students want any type of social life this semester, they can't be doing stuff like this, and it's kind of obvious. I know you can make the argument like they're not an at-risk population, but it's just a bad visual. So like stuff like this can't happen. But I want to talk about like the city's response to this, because after we made national news, the city came out and said they want all of these off-campus apartments to shut down their pools, which I really don't understand. Because I feel like the city's doing this more to look like they're doing something. Where you have the entire country looking at Columbia and looking at those photos from the pool, and now the city has to say, well, we have to look somewhat competent, so we gotta shut all the pools down. But when in reality, I feel like the pool setting is one of the more safer areas for people to be at a time like this. It's outdoors, you can be socially distant. So I would love to ask the city of Columbia, if I gave you 10 Carolina students and I told you they could either be outside at a pool or be together inside an apartment, seems like a pretty easy choice. So I think they're doing it more for the optics and not for the actual ideas or facts. And if you want to shut down the Palmetto pool for a week or two for not following protocols, I get that. But to shut down every single pool in the city doesn't really make any sense. If Beezer's wasn't following the mask mandate, and then the city of Columbia said, okay, Tios, you have to shut down, or any other restaurant has to shut down because of it, that wouldn't make any sense, and neither does this. But I don't know. I mean, the city could have said, okay, pools have to be at 60% of capacity, and the only people that can go into them are the residents within the apartment, and enforce those rules, or even enforce the rules you have on the books right now. Like, I want to say failure to wear a mask outside or in public is like a $25 fine. They could have taken a few kids out at that party, made an example out of them, give them $20, $25 fines, and that'd be it. But instead, I'm not sure if they gave anyone fines, but if you're not enforcing the laws in the books right now, why are you making more laws? I don't get it. But I think as more numbers come out this week, I think you're going to see similar rules and laws made by the school and the city that are made more just to look good from their perspective when they might not actually accomplish anything. But I guess we'll see.